Welcome back. We are turning this auction van into a camper van, then we're going to take it to the Nürburgring to do one lap and back within 72 hours. Someone will have a chance of winning this van for just £10, and all the money raised goes to Childline, our chosen charity. So stay tuned to find out what we're up to in this episode.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. We're Becky and David, and these two are Elijah and Sunny. Together we make Sunny's Adventures. If you're new to our channel, we travel the UK and Europe in our A-class motorhome, sharing real family adventures and honest campsite reviews. If you love motorhome life, travel with kids and a bit of fun along the way, this is the channel for you.
So just to give you a bit of an insight, we're back here doing the van, and I thought I'd get out this morning because we're doing the van, and obviously I thought I'd change the key. I've got one of these off eBay for about 10 quid. I did it, programmed it, brilliant. Went to start it. What's the problem? Yeah. A bit low. Let come now, then. Right. That'd be alright, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's fine. I changed the insides, but I didn't change the blade, and I've chucked it. So now I've got a company coming out. I'll leave the details on the screen. It's Bank Holiday Monday, by the way. They're coming out to cut me a new key. I'm getting two actually. So the key cut was 100 quid, which I think is really good on the bank holiday. He's doing an extra key for an extra 50 quid, so 180 quid in total with the VAT for the van. It strikes again. It's my fault. I got really excited about changing the key because the other key was really tacky. This one works brilliantly. So all the remote works, but I can't start it. Hence the reason why we've rolled it out. I've got James helping me today. Didn't know, and you're new to this channel, we are turning this auction van into a camper van, and then we're going to take it all the way from Childline's offices in the Midlands to the Nürburgring, do one lap and head back within 72 hours. Then we're going to raffle that off at £10 a ticket to raise funds. And we're doing this all for Childline. So every single penny will be going to Childline, and we're aiming for £10,000. We're just over £4,000 now at the point of recording this video, which is really exciting. So keep your eye out for this raffle. It will be done on the raffle platform, so it will all be above board. I have no control over it, and all the funds will then, once the raffle's finished, will go to Childline. I'll just give a link, and then you have a chance of winning this. You'll basically have a chance of winning this camper van. And some of the kit in it, if you've not seen the series, we've got a Fogstar 628 amp hour lithium drift battery, we've got a Renogy 3000 watt inverter, we've got a 40 amp Renogy DC to DC, we've got solar, we've got beautiful flooring, we've got dry robe seat covers, some amazing stuff. So if you're interested, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Right, we're just using a template at the moment out of some cardboard, so we can try and panel the walls. Let's get to it. Sometimes the simplest ideas are the best ones. Rather than wasting expensive wood and guessing the shape, we used cardboard first to make a full template of the van's walls. Once we were happy everything fitted properly, we could transfer it straight onto the wood and get a much cleaner, more accurate finish without all the trial and error. Right, moment of truth, we just cut out one side template. We're just going to try it and pair it up to the wall now, present it to see if it'll do it. Let's have a look. So we're going to now fix it to the wall, ready for carpeting tomorrow, and then we can move on to that side where the switches are going to be. We've had lots of comments about running a socket from that 3,000 watt inverter. Remember, all this stuff's donated, so we're working with what we got. What we will do is when we raffle that off, we'll probably disconnect that, and we'll leave it to someone's own discretion if they want to plug the sockets into that to use them. So I'll put a big liability statement in there, so I'll cover our bums up, but ultimately we're working what we got. Loads of people do this. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but we're going to cover our own bums and we'll get it all running. I'll use it because, you know, this is all about raising funds for charity, not selling a camper van. So work with what we got, and if people like it, great. If they don't, then don't bid. Right, the screws are too short, so I need to pop to screw fix to get 50mm screws so we can get through the ply and then into the metal that we need to get into. So I'm going to do that. Mark's going to carry on, and then we can get the other side on as well. And we've got a very, very exciting camper van that's nearly finished. Well, not nearly finished, but closer to being finished than what it was this morning.
Now we can start screwing the wall panels into place and finally begin fitting the sockets and switches, which makes the van feel one big step closer to being finished. Once this stage is complete, it'll be ready for the walls to be carpeted, and then we can move on to the really exciting part, building the actual camper layout with the bed, kitchen and living space.
Young James is here, helping hand, doing a fine job, smoothing all the edges. Look at that, like a master craftsman. We're going to get those side walls in. We'll leave the guys to carpet them tomorrow, and then we'll move on to the next bit, which might be bed framing. So we've managed to get both panels in now. We're just going to try and get the sockets on the walls, or the switches on the walls, and then yeah, we should have a working motorhome. Now just putting in the sockets where they're going to be positioned for the 240, and then the switches are going to go up the top there. It'll run the lights, the little 30-watt heater, trying to think what else, but other stuff basically. So we've got our twin C-line sockets in now, which we'll test shortly. We're just sorting out the 12 volt for this side where the switches are going to be for the lights, for the little mini heater. I'll show you the heater actually. I've got a 240 one and a 12 volt one, so we're just going to put the 12 volt one in here for now. And if we decide to put the 240 one in, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, then we've got this switch block here.
Is that
with 12 volt as well.
on, is it? That's your thing, eh?
Let's try it. We're doing the light test now. Right, let me come around here. Let me come around here. Well, they're on. They're on, though.
Power. That's not showing up.
Yeah. But it's definitely got power to it.
Right, okay. Something's not right.
Yeah. So the lights light up, but there's nothing to it.
Lights are on, no one's home.
No one's home. Just to make a point, what do we miss as always? We've got to put a fuse in the 12 volt bit. They've got like a mini 12 volt fuse board there. That then is that so that's connected to the lights, yeah?
That's that.
Yeah. It's just everything.
It's run to there, but it needs a fuse in it.
Yeah, we've dimmed it. As like we did with the DC to DC, because we're so excited about trying stuff. We forgot to put a fuse in it. So yeah, it's looking good though. We've got all the walls nicely boarded, ready for carpets tomorrow. Exciting. And then we'll probably, if we've got time, we'll try and get that trim round there, maybe, if we've got time. Yeah, in theory, once the lights are on and the sockets are working, we could try it out. Just got a 30 amp fuse to go in. So does everything go onto that? So if we add another thing, does that have to go?
All the 12 volt. You can run more 12 volts off of there if you don't need the switch station.
Yeah.
But them thick cables go to that switch bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you want to run something 12 volt over here, like we've done that light.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, the light's going to go up there. Yeah. But that's got its own separate switch on it. So
Yeah.
happy
There
days.
we go. It's on now.
Yeah.
So
This has got a little screen. Oh, look at that.
there you go.
Right. Yes. And it tells you down here as well what the voltage is.
Yeah.
There as
And
well.
then that go on there.
You've got USB sockets in there, and you've
Something
got
like that, see,
just a 12 volt.
cigarette
So if you want to put a TV in here or run something off like a toasty machine, it's epic. We have a camper van. One more time, Mark, for luck. I don't know if you've look at that epicness. Right, so we've got LED lights that work. I'm a bit confused because let me show you. Press the switch on. This, even though it's one long run, and maybe that's it. I looked online, it says you can lose voltage by the end of it, but that side seems dimmer than that side. They're not two separate things that are jointed together, so anyway, it works. I'm now just wiring in some plugs, so I'm gonna get on with that, and then we should have sockets that work. All the power on this side works, and I can even take this for a little one-nighter with like a mattress in there once the carpets are done, and have a little camp out in it, so that'd be exciting, wouldn't it? Tomorrow the bodywork's being done, and It said the carpet's been done on the wall, the bodywork's been done, so it's going to look absolutely ace once the rust is gone. I hope he does a really good job anyway. That's these guys, S&R. They do all our vehicles when they've been in accidents. There's one of ours there actually. So I trust them to do an amazing job. I've got some finishing to do, for example, around the skylight. Let me show you. So we've got some trim just there to put up there to make it look nice. There you go. And then yeah, it's going to be so awesome. It's more exciting now than ever because it's real. One and only, but two and only. 2 seats forward, join me. Say hello.
Hi.
Say hello.
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 Hi.
Right, we've got a problem because we've got the sockets in and one of them works. If you watched our live, we were trying to work out, was it my plug wiring, was it the fuse, was it the connectors this end? But instead, yes, it's live, by the way. So yeah, yeah, we're trying to see if we can get some additional hairs out of Paul's beard by touching the live. But yeah, we've got a problem. So I've rung my friend's electrician. We cannot get the second socket to work, and we've whiled it down. What's the word I'm looking for? We've whittled it down to a dodgy neutral, because my friend showed me how to do a continuity test on my little voltmeter because I didn't know that. Thank you, Ryan at RS Electrical. If you need any commercial or domestic electrical help, then he's in Cannock. They go nationwide. Great guys. So we've probably got a breach somewhere or a screw through or something, you know, in this cable. I can't imagine it's that, but we've taken the cable back a couple of, you know, inches, you know, and on both ends, and it's still not working. We can get continuity on the earth and on the live, but not on the neutral. So I think we're going to have to pull the whole cable out and try and replace it to see what's going on. Yeah, that was a really, really valid site. Perfectly timed. So wounded, but we've got to do it.
So we start stripping the roof back to trace the wiring fault, and pretty quickly we find the problem.
Right, we found it. It was there somewhere in the ceiling. So just hold fire with that, because I might be able to. That's my voltmeter. We might be able to push that back through somehow. But yeah, what a pain in the bum. We haven't even managed to get half the ceiling down yet, but we're gonna have to improvise, I think. Well done. We've got Ryan from We've Got the Keys. He's come to cut me a new key and sort the key out because I'm an idiot. And then Paul and Sav's have got to shoot now because they just don't want to be with me anymore.
Yeah, we've had
Sweating?
Yeah.
We've done a bit of work. We come for a cuppa and ended up working.
Yeah, you didn't even get a cuppa as well. He's off it, though.
The service round here is terrible, isn't it?
But we did sort out the cable. We've tested it again, haven't we?
Yep.
Yeah, Paul now and I know how to use a voltmeter.
Now.
Yeah, we're electricians now.
Yeah.
So if you need any electrical stuff doing, don't call us. So I'm going to get the plug socket back in, test it again, and then I'm just gonna. I've got to put that trim round. So yeah, so let's crack on with that, and we'll say see you to these guys. See you in a bit. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I'll leave the link to their channel in the description below.
Thank you.
Just a quick disclaimer. Electrics definitely aren't for amateurs. Luckily, we had Ryan helping us check everything properly, but if you're ever unsure, you should always consult a qualified expert.
I didn't realise that because it's been sat for some time, the battery had gone flat. But we have 2 keys. I got 2 cut because I'm nice, you see. So when you bid for this, when you do the raffle for this, sorry, you'll get 2 keys, all programmed in nice little cases, and I'll make sure there's a Sunny's Adventures keyring on both. So that was Ryan. I can't remember the name of the company. I'll leave it on the screen. I've lost my mind. And yeah, I've just had to leave it running for a bit, and I'll put it on trickle charge tonight. So yeah, the main battery was just slightly below, not able to start. So it turned over, just didn't have enough juice to start it. I put the plugs back in, so we can try them out now. Right, let's see if I can get this thing running. Where's my charger? Here it is. Right, try number 1. Yes, number 1's working. Number 2. Number 2 is working. We've got both sockets working. Both sockets working. Yay. Next job is to put the trim around the skylight, and then I'm going to wrap this video up. So let's get that done. So I just need to get like some foam just to put around the top to bridge that gap, and then that's all done. But I'm going to wrap this video up here because my wife and children are waiting for me at home, and I've been working on bank holiday to make sure we can get as much of this done as possible. I'm really pleased, and everyone who jumped on the live earlier, big thank you. We've got sockets that work, we've got 12 volt that works, we just need to add some more switches in there for heaters and the fridge and stuff like that, but that'll come in a future episode. Now tomorrow, as I mentioned earlier, it's going in for rust and the rest of the carpet to be done. I'll get photos of that as soon as it's done, but I'll catch you another time. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, press that subscribe button, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified of our future content. And if you're able to donate and you're not interested in entering the raffle, there is a QR code on the screen and a link in the description below. Every penny helps. It doesn't matter if it's £1, £10, 50, whatever you can afford goes towards supporting this charity, Childline. So I'm really grateful for everyone that's donated, and keep your eyes peeled for this raffle because it's really exciting. Plus, watching me go around the Nürburgring in a camper van will be pretty epic as well. I'm not going to be a race demon, but I'll definitely do my best. And also a big thank you to everyone that's donated for the campervan build, people's time, expertise, etc. I'll cover them on the screen now. Tidy up time.
A massive thank you again to everyone who supported us so far. If you'd like the chance to win this tiny campervan, the raffle link is down in the video description with tickets at just £10 each. We've also put the fundraiser link down there too if you'd rather simply donate to Childline. And make sure you stick around to the end because we've got a very quick sneak peek of the carpeted van to show you.